You know, like how they say drinking cow's milk is bad for humans and that sugar is bad for you. Both things are probably true, right? But you see, why not just drink it anyway? Why not consume sugar anyway? I mean, we all gonna die anyway, right? So why make yourself just a little bit more miserable to live a longer, less enjoyable life? You know what I mean? Unless like it's extremely bad for your health. If it's like extremely bad for your health, like if you're lactose intolerant or something, or like you have diabetes or whatever, you should probably, take care of yourself. So take care of yourself if you're sick, okay? But for people like me who, as far as I know, it doesn't affect me as much. You know what? I don't know where I'm going with this. So before I give you any bad advice, let's start the video. Hi. I can't see up there's a still. Hi Simba, hello. Yeah, I have been trying to make another video that I gave up on. I was gonna talk about why I don't matter, but the thoughts are just not coming and not flowing properly. I made two videos and I'm not satisfied with either of them. Okay, do not leave the mic. The mic is fluffy, you see, so he likes it for that reason. Yeah, alright. Simba, I'm not going to be able to make a video if you don't behave yourself, okay? I'll pet you, just stay right there. Leave the mic. Alright. This is gonna be difficult. Give him a little bit of attention, I'm coming back. My mind isn't focused, right? And because my mind isn't focused, I tend to overthink everything. So I would make a video, right? And then I would look at the footage. And sorry, I don't know if my face was in there properly, but I would look at the footage and I'd be like, this isn't good enough. And I know if I post it, people will still like it and appreciate it, but to me, it's just not perfect. And I've accepted that I will never really accomplish perfection. Have I accepted that? Because I didn't like saying it, so I probably haven't accepted that. But perfection is unattainable. But for some reason, I always want to get there, and I don't really understand why. And I don't. I like it because it tends to make me make better things, but I don't like it because there's a lot of things that I do that I just do not enjoy. And I may never enjoy them because they're not perfect. I will not think about the fun I had making the video or how good I felt about the video in the moment. I'm just gonna look at it and be like, oh gosh, I could have done so much better. And that feels like a hindrance, you know? Because I did this video twice. I had a topic picked and everything. I had my points and everything, and I'm not satisfied with either take. So I'm just not going to post it. I could edit it and add all kind of B-roll and thing. I could make it make sense. I could make a nice 10-minute video that just makes sense out of all the footage with little fun things in between. But I just don't want to, and there's nothing I can do about the fact that I just don't want to. So I want to go and do it all because it has to be better, because I understand the concept of practicing until you're good. For example, when a YouTuber just starts, right? I feel good because I'm flowing and now that's gonna break my flow. When a YouTuber just starts, right? Or at least that's what my mind is telling me. When a YouTuber just starts, and when the person is a YouTuber for a long time, you can tell the difference because of practice. You see, I know this, I understand this. So what I want to do is practice as much as possible to get to perfection as quickly as possible, even if it means taking a decent video or even a good video, hi Simba, and doing it over and over and over till I'm satisfied. I use the word like a lot in the first two takes and I hate it and I want to stop saying like. So now I'm at the back of my mind, I'm like, am I saying like? And there's really nothing wrong with me saying like. It just annoys me because I know that it would annoy some other people and I don't understand why that bothers me. Like, it doesn't make sense for that to bother me. It doesn't normally bother me, but just out of the blue, today, it does. It's like I'm looking for every excuse to dislike every single thing that I do. Why is that? Like, you guys tell me in the comments that my videos are good. You tell me you enjoy them. I read it and I'm like, good, I'm glad they enjoyed it. But at the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, because they don't really understand videography too well. So they didn't see that I didn't cut this properly, or they didn't see that video transition wasn't perfect enough. You know, they don't see all the mistakes in it. They just look at it at face value and like, oh, this is good. So how do I enjoy things like that? Like, at what point, or do I ever get to the point where I'm like, oh, this is good? I understand that it has something to do with ADHD and a dopamine deficiency. So I don't enjoy life like the average person, which I find to be wild, because I honestly believe I enjoy life more than the average person based on all the things I hear people talk about, how sad and depressed and angry. Well, they don't normally say that they're angry and bitter, but you could tell that they're angry and bitter. And you see all these people with this horrible life, and I'm just like, how am I the one with a dopamine deficiency? Like, what? I don't know. I lost my train of thought, which happens a lot. And it's kind of annoying me. I'm going to just say what's on my mind or how I feel. It kind of annoys me because I want things to flow well, and things are not going to flow well unless I stop overthinking and just do. But I cannot just do because I always overthink, because that's just how my brain works. And there's nothing right now that I can do about it. I mean, helps me enjoy things, and then you mix that with coffee, which gives me the energy, which is something I do. I lack energy, or is it that I don't know if it's that I lack energy, or because there's a dopamine deficiency, so I don't really enjoy anything, so everything just feels like work. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I need to understand it better. I lost my train of thought again. I was talking about dopamine and ADHD and whatnot, and it's just I'm gonna just relax for a little bit. I don't know if this helps you understand why it's very difficult to get things done. Because I go through every scenario in my mind. Like, what can I do to make this video better? And I think about it and I think about it, and then I go and I realize I didn't film enough. If I had filmed enough, I would have had enough footage. So the next time I film enough, but I'm like, this is too shaky. Why is it so shaky? And it's just like, okay, let's use this shake and kind of try to incorporate it into the video edit, you know? So now I have to pick a song that says a certain thing or feels a certain way at a certain point so that I could make that one little thing work. But then when it gets to the point of that one little thing working, now it doesn't flow with anything else. So now I have to find another song. So I have to like, okay, maybe just disregard a lot of the shaky footage. And I realize I don't have enough footage. So now I have to incorporate some of this shaky footage. And it's just like a vicious cycle. And that's how I think about every single video, every little detail. Every little detail, color corrected. She looks a little too purple there and a little too orange there. And I try to fix it and I can't because I don't have the skill set. Like, I'm just not that good at color grading. Kale mentioned it on Twitter. Like, if I get good at color grading, my videos would, become a lot better. It's something I need to work on. And I do. Thank you for that, Kale. I appreciate people telling me things like that. Like, I really do. Because as you can see, my mind just wants things to be perfect. Anyway, completely lost my train of thought again. I don't remember what I was talking about. Like, I remember I was talking about Kale, and Kale said color correcting, and I don't remember the original topic, and that's it. That's my mind. I kind of feel like I look sad or disappointed, and I'm actually quite happy because I could actually say something and it comes out. Oh, I'm sure, I hope that makes sense. You see, that's another thing. I always hope something makes sense. I did not, I didn't practice for 11 minutes. I started saying something. I tried to force myself to talk and it didn't work. So I got to a point where I was like, you know what, forget this. I'm gonna just relax. And I relaxed and I let myself calm down. And then I just started saying what was on my mind, and now here we are, and I don't know how long this video is. A part of me hopes it's long enough to be 10 minutes, so I could put 3 ads, because I would really like to make a living off of YouTube, and which is reminding me that I should advertise my Patreon more, which I don't always remember to do, because that is my mind just forgets important things at like the right time, you know. So you see, like, I forgot what I was talking about. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Like, I'm a lot more relaxed because I can speak freely and the words are flowing. I think this is my attempt of trying to help y'all understand how my mind works. Oddly, I don't want people to understand how my mind works for my benefit, oddly enough. I want people to understand how my mind works so that I won't have to constantly explain things to people. It's like, okay, did you do XYZ today? No. Did you plan to do XYZ today? Yes. Did you wake up with intention to do XYZ today? Yes. Full intention. Simple, do not distract me. Full intention to do things today. But I just didn't. And I really can't explain it to you. I would like wake up, yes, go use the toilet. That's the first thing I do. I'm sorry. I'm just I'm being honest. Use the toilet, and then I don't know. I just scroll through Twitter, go on TikTok, you know, check Facebook, which I almost never do. You know, just get distracted by so many things. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, oh, you know, maybe you need to not have your phone close. Fine. I get up, I go use the toilet. I sit down there and I start thinking, I wonder where that person got that belief system. That's such an interesting belief system. Oh my goodness. Behave yourself. Right, somebody's belief system. I was talking about belief system. Yes, somebody's belief system. So, somebody's belief system. And I forgot. Yes, so I'll be thinking about somebody's belief system, right? And I'll be like, how did they get to that point? And when I say, how did they get to that point, right? I think back, like, where were they born? Like, what city were they born? What are their parents like? What did their parents teach them? Did they grow up in church? Who heard them at a very specific point for them to, you know, change certain views or develop certain views? Who was their best friend? Did they get their heart broken? What school did they go to? Did they like school? Did they like the teachers? Did the teachers care about them? Did they feel pain? Were they upset with their parents a lot? Were they rebellious? Were they like heavy smokers as teenagers or whatnot? And all of this just to try to figure out why they would get to a point of making a certain decision or having a certain belief system, you know? So just like that, I'm stuck in my mind. So if I don't have the physical thing to distract me, I have this to distract me. And I'll sit down and think about this and go on this long journey. And next thing I know, it's 12 o'clock and I haven't done anything. I'm like, okay, time to get something done. And I get up and I go